Greetings everybody, I am the Soviet Warlord and I'm bringing you another episode of Minecraft. I haven't actually been playing Minecraft for quite a while now, but I got a few more followers and people were really requesting the next episode, and I thought, well, I haven't played this in a while, there's been a few updates, so why not? By the way, I am not running the latest snapshot, so I haven't got anything like that. But I want to do something down here. I want to do some general sort of tidy ups, because I'm sort of neglecting this place down here. Don't have much room to work with right here because it's only one block. But as requested by Rachel, as you know, that's the person this world is modelled behind. She wanted this whole place to be made into purple wool in preparation for my project down here, which is the pyramid, as you probably know. But I generally want to tidy everything up today, which includes all out here, everything like that needs to be tidy. So, I'm also planning on adding on an extension here, where the ladder used to be, of a subway station. The subway station needs to be fairly well underground, because I don't want it to interfere with anything I build. However, I'm sort of worried I might bump into the nether cube, which is my pigman spawner. I'm calling it the nether cube because it just sounds like it would be called a nether cube. So I'm thinking of putting the entrance right here. Now, if I went all the way down into the mine shaft, it would be about here, then all the way over just beyond here, I reckon. So there's a possibility that this might intercept the nether cube. So what I'm going to do is set up the TNT wall glitch and have a look down and see whether I will bump into it with this build. So I'm going to set it up right here in the floor, so just give me one moment. Right, I have it set up. Yeah, I have a bit excess wiring, but I always keep it on the safe side. Ah, there's the nether cube. Yeah, we are directly heading towards it. You can see all my little network. Ah, that's where all that lava was, huh? Yeah, I've lit up pretty much every cave around here. There's still a couple of dark areas like that and that. But yeah, if I continue going this way, I'm going to bump straight into the nether cube, and that's going to be pretty bad for business. So, I'm probably going to have to dig down and then turn left and have it just underneath the enchantment room, I reckon. Yeah, so that plan needs to be revised already. Right, what I've decided to do is knock this entire wall out, as you can see, and I'm going to replace it with a sort of smooth transition, because that door that was getting there was more of a temporary feature, because if you watched from episode 1, this whole roof here was open, so I had to put a door here to stop them from getting down that ladder or down that entrance and coming in to attack. But now that I've sealed that all up, it's no longer needed really, so I'm going to tidy it all up here. Put that there. You know, just general improvements. Problem is, I think this thing looks a bit uneven. I'll have to try it though. But yeah, the person I mod this world after requested that I turn this place into purple wool. Not all of it, of course, but some of it. I believe she wanted all of these turned into wool. But I'm going to need to make some slabs first. That redstone thing there is me experimenting with something like right quick back before I turn the camera on. So, because of course if you saw everything, it would all be so boring that you probably wouldn't want to watch me anymore. Huh. Does that work? Yeah, it works. Yeah, I'm just being stupid. I thought that didn't work for a second there. Right, now it's these walls here that need some doing. Well, seeing as this ring here needs to be turned into a wall as per Rachel's request. What am I putting that there? I have so much crap, but all my storage is up the wall now because I'm preparing for this. In some ways I'm doing it as an excuse to actually get organised, but no, I have wanted to prepare for this for quite a long time, so I'm tidying up for it. You know what? This purple actually adds quite a bit of colour to it. I'm starting to realise how much nicer things are with colours in them, rather than just looking all plain and boring. The problem is getting dyes takes quite a while depending on what colour you're looking for. And I'm not a very patient man when it comes to getting dyes. I think Etho, my Minecraft Let's Play hero, so to speak, would probably be very, very offended with that statement, but hey, not really much I can do about it. I'm going to cover this up because it's not really needed at the moment. What else did she want? These columns need to be purple as well. Yep, one. Basically all of the stone columns need to be purple in her design. That doesn't have a column because I've just replaced it with a stairway. That actually looks much better. I'm kind of liking that. I also need to add purple around the edges here. I'm going to eat here because run low on health. Food, sorry. That takes a long time. Okay, so all of this needs to be knocked out and replaced. Yeah, it's basically like mirroring the bottom, really. Now, I can't do anything about the stairs because we don't have wall stairs yet. As much of a nice thought that would be in some ways. Though, I don't think in this version there's nether quartz yet. Oh. I don't think I was meant to do that. No, I wasn't. That's still meant to be stone brick. There we go. 1, 2. At first I was skeptical about when she said, no, I want purple wool down there. At first I thought, are you serious? That's not going to go anywhere near with any colour schemes. But actually, I think she had a point. This colour scheme is actually, well, haven't seen the rest of the colours to add with it, but you know what I mean. I think it's actually looks quite sensible. I like the fact I'm finally getting some colour down here. Speaking of which, I need to put a bedroom up top and put some colours in that. Like some sort of barracks for me, really. Let me knock these out. There's only 2 there. There should be 3. Oh yeah, that's because this wall is offset. Which isn't a problem, because now that I'm expanding out that way, it doesn't matter about symmetry much anymore. At least not on this side, as far as I'm concerned. Right. That's all the purple that Rachel requested. Now, for these rings, I need to find another colour scheme. I have plans for this ring here because I need an alternative entrance to get back to the main level of the tower because I'm taking the staircase down very, very, very soon. So I'm going to leave this wall as it is for now. Now, the floor needs to be some sort of contrasting colour. Or maybe a complementary colour. If you don't know what those terms mean, go and look them up on Google. Right, now, the walls here, I'm thinking of making them out of end stone. Because I'm really digging the end stone. Or I could find a use for this lapis block. Let's give it a try, who knows? It might come up trumps, you never know. As someone did point out, lapis doesn't have that kind of... I mean, it's a nice colour, granted, but the texture on it, it looks like thrown together and like it's been squashed. It's not really smooth like the gold and iron blocks that you make. Oops. Because I've been looking to find the use for these lapis blocks, but... It doesn't look too bad, but... Again, it's that texture. I don't like the texture. Right there. I don't know. I'll play around with it. For here, though, I really have to get cracking because time is quickly running away. Yeah, that makes it look a bit more rounded. Because if you see here, there's 2 here, 1, 1. So what I did was just put 2 here, 1, 1, and it looks a little bit more entrance-like. Now, I just need to fill this in quickly. Stick down these blocks. Cover up this corner with stone bricks. Like so. There we go. Now, this needs a rework, but hey. I'm hesitant to knock this out because it's still working on the colour scheme from in here. But I will give the base here a string of stone bricks. I just wanted to renovate this place because it's quite frankly horrible. Still looks like I'm living in some sort of pikey cavern. There we go. Yeah, that should do it. I want to add colour to it. I really have been tempted to add colour because I'm getting bored of it all being the same grey stone brick. So let's put some of this coloured wool to use. And yes, my chests are disorganised. Please don't comment on it. My chests are horrible, I admit. But there's not really much I can do about it at the moment. I assure you. Right, so here's the top of the staircase. Let's knock this out. And let's knock this out. Put that into stone bricks. And from here on out, let's put down some coloured wool. Just, you know, just to try things out. Not bad, not bad. But having just one colour's a little bit cheap, I think. Bit cheap. Could add another colour. Have it like some sort of three-way colour wheels. You go down the hallway. Seeing as purple is kind of close to blue, I could probably put the green in. Like I can make a cactus green quite easily, as a desert not too far from here. I did go exploring, as I probably showed you in my map episode. So let's put down the green here. You'll need to be a bit longer actually, but I think we're going somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this game. I think I have some cactus somewhere around here. Where is my cactus? There's my cactus. Yeah, I've been moving most of my gear topside, so I'm missing quite a lot of stuff. My redstone supply is running a bit low out of my project from downstairs. My coal chest, I think, is up here. Here it is. Oh, great. Pigmen seem to be finding their way a lot further than they did before. I don't understand, but these pigmen, they seem to find their way up. They just seem to find it. Speaking of which, though, I haven't done much in the nether. Been getting quite a lot of ingots, though. I really want to get enough blocks in that pyramid, but I need about 200. It's probably going to need to fill up all 4 of them stacks of gold, and I don't have that kind of gold. So, unfortunately, I'm stuck for that. But I'm going to brew up some green wool here. Probably put some red just before the door. And I'll tune into you guys when that's done, and you'll probably get to comment on it, because I'm really stuck for design ideas, and I just think adding colour would be better. So I'll be back in just a second. And back. Excuse me, my microphone's stuck there. I'm using a different microphone because my old headset has, well, broken, to put it simply. So yeah, I'm back down in the cave. Well, my basement, I should call it. That's snow outside. Oh well. And I've put down the carpeting here. I do kind of like this spectrum, but I think the red's a bit too big. I might cut off a few lines with the green and sort of make it a diagonal pattern, so it breaks it up a little bit. Right, so here is where the entrance way to my station is going to be. Now, I need a bit more spruce wood. I don't think I have any available, so I'm going to have to cut down some. Now, it's not too far from my massive pigman farm. Well, not really massive, but it's quite sizable, and I don't really feel like knocking it out at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and harvest some more spruce wood. Yeah. You know, what I plan to do here, I might as well dig the framework out, is to dig maybe about 4 or 5 blocks this way. Just to hollow the corridor out. I want to make it nice and deep, because I plan to make the entrance a little bit fancy. Not redstone fancy, just fancy looking, you know what I mean? I think it might need to be one wider, since this door seems a bit... The cow farm I killed all but 2 because I plan to move these at some point, but I don't know where I'm going to move them yet. I still have to build something to hold those guys. Right then. So I'm going to make all this out of spruce wood here, like the entrance. Just needs to go back probably 1 more. Like so. It's only 4 wide. If I made it 5, I could technically make a big arrow out of lamps for the ceiling. But my big concern is that's all the space I have to work with. I can only go up 1 more block, and the block above that is the surface. So I am ideally not wanting to go any higher than this for head clearance. So what I'm going to do here is finish this miniature corridor, I should say, right here. Now, from here, I'm going to widen this out to some sort of balcony, because I'm going to have it's almost going to be like the 2nd floor of a railway station, a real station. So I need to knock all of this out. I should really use TNT, but I think I'm too close to the surface to do that. Also, I'm worried I might hit my swimming pool, which would be a very, very bad thing for obvious reasons. To be honest, I think I might just about miss it, because if the front door is directly here, I'm only going over a couple of blocks. I might be underneath the boardwalk, but it's something to be wary of. So what I'm going to do is knock all of this out, ideally to the size that I want, and I'll see you in just a moment. Jeez, I just re-listened to that clip I just did, and my god, that was loud and deafening. I'm sorry if any of you headphone users out there are screaming at me, but hey, it's a new mic. Well, not so much new, but it's different. Right, this is the shape that I want for this train terminal. I've put these pillars in to sort of round the room off a bit, because I don't like square rooms. Just don't. But I'm getting bored, as I said before, of just using this plain stone architecture, so what I think I'm going to do is put in a few decorations. Now these decorations are going to get a little bit sketchy, I think. You'll see why in just a moment. But if I put these in, like so, these two lines also have to be in stone. Perfect. Now these have to be a layer of something else. Glass, I think. I am missing a key ingredient. I really need to sort this inventory out. But I never get bothered to do it. One moment. Nope. 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 Damn it. So I've got to get organised. I'm even annoying myself with my storage system. It's always in the last chest you check. As fucking always. Yeah, I'm going to use lava buckets. Okay, that's the surface. So what I want to do is, for now, put a piece of end stone to mark these, so that I don't end up digging them up and dropping myself in a pit of lava. That would not be good for business. And I'm going to neaten up the walls here, because I really hate having dirt walls. Even if I'm not going to see them, just knowing that they're not dirty and horrible just makes me feel just that little bit better. Like that. Now, let's knock that out. Knock this out. I'm getting so much use out of this end stone, I just can't believe how useful I find it. Definitely one of my favourite blocks behind glass. Love glass. Perfect. Ooh, now that's some light in the room. Go. There we go. Nice. Now I need to put a glass front on them. Might switch that out for glass panes at some point. I think the panes might look a little nicer on them. But the reason this is going to get a bit sketchy quite quickly is the fact I have to dig down here, and I'm going to have to continue these decorations as I go. But I just wanted to put these in just to see what they'd look like, and I think that's a pretty nice theme. I'm starting to like it. Lava is one of my favourite things to use for decoration. A lot of people like using lava, but they end up burning themselves. I don't like it when people use it unprofessionally. Not that I really watch many YouTubers who use lava unprofessionally, but I've seen it happen a few times. My friend uses lava for architecture, but I think he openly admitted that he prefers my styles when it comes to it. He says he's useless at using it for effect, which is fair enough, I suppose. If he admits that he can't use it and just leaves it to everyone else, then I have no objections. No objections whatsoever. Right. These should be safe to dig. That one should be safe to dig. Yep, they're all safe to dig right there. Right, this one is not safe to dig, so I need to be quick. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. Anyway, what I'm going to do is dig this down and I'll show you later. Sorry about that, guys. That was just a call I had to take. Right, so I've added in this little bit here. I've tried to stick in these lamps I think the little stair in the middle kind of gives it a bit of depth. Hold on, my screen is the wrong size. Yeah, there we go. I had the complete wrong configuration on my screen. Yeah, I've been playing a few other games like APB Reloaded and stuff, and it messed with my screen a bit. Still, I have these little depth things in there. What's nice about these two lamps is the switch behind them is in the perfect place to turn both of them on. So I got two lamps for the price of one lever. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. Those spiders are annoying. Anyway, I come up with an idea here. As you can see, I've rounded off the ceiling. Now I'm going to need my shovel. Yeah, put my shovel in here. So what I want to do is dig out the next layer of dirt. Because the layer directly above this is the surface layer. It's the layer which then bursts out onto the boardwalk. Now I went up top to check some of my coordinates, and I think I am literally touching the boardwalk where I am now. So what I want to do is basically install what I did here. What I did in the very beginning of the Let's Play, I want to install that here, which is a skylight which covers the entire room. So I need to set up some stairs, I think, to make a sort of lip around this area. And hopefully I can make it look pretty neat and attractive. Because I think it would be pretty cool if I could see all the underground from above. And also that would also open up a possibility of building maybe something like a kennel on top. So if this is going to be glass, I want to put in some stairs. I brought some stairs with me. I'm obviously going to need to make some more. Don't think it's going to have much variety. I might make this purple like Rachel requested. Yeah, these little black marks are gonna go away once I put in the roof here. Oh fuck, I forgot. There's certain conditions to placing those. Alright, so I need to get rid of this layer here. Oops. I forgot, since that last patch you need the appropriate tools. And yeah, I am definitely going to need some more staircases. Right, there we go. Can't believe I'm finally getting some better internet. So while I'm doing this, I might as well talk about what's happening. I'm looking at getting some better internet. I mean, by the time this video comes out, it's probably going to be like a week after my internet has been installed, so this news is going to be old to you by the time it turns up, but thought I'd let you know anyway that I'm finally getting some better internet so I can upload a lot more often. I'm loving it. My old provider has been horrible, and I'm going to smash up my my internet router, my old one. I'm going to smash the shit out of that thing when I get the new router in and it's all working. I'm going to smash that up on camera, because that old router was a piece of shit. It was horrible, man. It was fucking horrible. Could not stand it. So I'm going to smash that in any way I possibly can. Just to, you know, basically say goodbye to this Sky internet. I mean, Sky is awful. Sky is horrible. They have provided me with some of the worst internet service. My internet basically didn't work properly for 6 months, and they kept refusing to acknowledge that it was their fault. And they just kept like making us do all these stupid maintenance things. We replaced all the wires. It still didn't work, and they refused to admit that it was their fault that the internet wasn't working. Still, what can you do? What can you do? Not for crying out loud. So I'm going to get better internet. I'll be uploading far more often now that I actually have a connection I can work with. And these spiders are really starting to get on my nerves right now. Yeah, this'll do. don't want to break that. And I need to step myself up over here. Oh, I keep forgetting about these conditions to put these stairs the correct way. This place obviously still isn't completed. I have quite a bit to do. No, it's meant to go the other way around, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is not working. No. I'll get it eventually. I'll get it eventually. What am I doing? Oh, okay, that's what I did wrong. It's been the wrong way all this time. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, me and my clumsiness, really. Really? Really? There we go. Now it's done. Now I can sit back and work on this skylight idea. Yeah, that's a pretty good circle, but it's uneven. I mean, it's 2 here and 4 on the other side. I think if I wanted to neaten this up, I would have to add another line to the brickwork. I might actually do that because I don't like it when I have some sort of decoration like this. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can even this out. Be back in just a moment. There we go. I've turned it into a bowl now. I just added another lip there, so this thing's 1 thicker. Actually, I think it looks better one away from the wall, so it's a good thing I wanted to fix that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's perfectly even on each side now. Now all that's left is to dig straight up here and knock out this layer. I think it might be coming up to nighttime though, so... Is it? Yeah, I might have to sleep before I go ahead and finish off the construction work here. Yeah, it's coming to nighttime. That's fucked up. Right. Actually, I still need that. What the hell am I doing? Right. Hold on, I have a sneeze coming. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna sneeze right there, but it's one of those moments you're like, oh, gonna sneeze, and then it goes, no, I'm only kidding with you. You're not gonna sneeze. Ah, thank you very much. Then I bet you in about 5 seconds time I'm gonna violently sneeze everywhere and be like, why, body, why? I'm pretty sure my game sound is a bit loud at the moment. Right, this is going to take a little bit of work, but as I said, I think I'm directly next to the boardwalk. I think. Yeah, so this is a perfect opportunity to perhaps expand from the boardwalk into a sub-building. Oh no, that's solid right there. No, that one there's solid. 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 There we go. That is the dome exposed. Well, it's not really a dome, but you know what I mean. Skylight. So let's stick on this. the glass in. And then I need something to put a ring around it. I'll probably have to light it up with something like lamps, probably. I'm really liking lamps. Also, I have to light down there. I noticed a creeper managed to spawn in the tiny holes that I've dug as a framework for the tunnels, and that's not a good thing. So that would do. I'm probably going to put a ring of end stone around this as well. There's my shovel. I keep putting the tools away. I don't know why. Yeah, trim that off. There, all of this needs to be end stoned. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have enough end stone for it. I think this is going to look slightly weird though, because it's A, not elevated from the boardwalk, so it's down low. And B, it's got an end stone ring instead of stone bricks. I might replace it with actual stone bricks and just see what it looks like. One second. Yeah, I personally think that looks a lot better. Now all I've got to do is tidy up downstairs, and I'm going to call this an episode. I'm kind of already late as it is, so I'm going to go down there, tidy up those walls and all of that, maybe install the start of the track. I mean, there's no way the track is going to go anywhere today because I don't have enough gold I'm saving to prepare this room down here. And I still need to finish preparing this room, so the whole purpose of today's episode I didn't even bother doing. Anyway, I'll tidy this place up and I'll see you in a moment. And I'm done, at last. This bit hasn't been done yet, but the roof is in. I've put up these end stone blocks on each side, lamps for light, decorated all of this, made this look a little bit more supportive of this upper level. And all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I would have ideally liked to put more lava in, but I really don't know where to put it because this wood could burn. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy with how it is. So this is probably where I'm going to cut off the episode here. I think I'm done with this. Might make a few tweaks off camera, but as far as I can tell, I'm happy with this job. And hopefully I can carry on farming some more gold off camera and get that beacon set up. Maybe get that last wither skeleton skull and maybe fight the wither next episode, you never know. So, I am the Soviet Warlord, and this has been an episode of Minecraft. I really hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you later. Peace out.